Good day, class. Welcome to this video lesson. We are now on a week 2 of our subject, Philippine Popular Culture. So for this lesson, we will be talking about with concept of a culture and society. So although class is napag-usapan na natin to last discussion, so ngayon is bibigyan lang natin ng mas pagpapakahulugan kung ano nga ba si culture and society. Ayan. So, the objectives of our discussion will be the following. At the end of this topic, you should be able to analyze the concept, aspects, and changes in or of culture and society. So, especially this discussion aims to number one, analyze the concept of a culture and society. Number two, determine the aspects and changes of a culture and society. And lastly, reflect on the importance of a culture and its impact to the society. So, ayan. So, as you can see, I have this particular concept map, which is the collection of different words related with the culture. And also, I have highlighted the following terms, which is relevant to culture. So, isa-isahin natin ito kung ano nga ba yung relevant na term with culture. So, the first term is art. Ayan. Nandyan si art, di ba? So, of course, art is a part of a culture because art is a product of a human expression. So, always remember that human is the one that creates culture. So, ibig sabihin lang nun, lahat ng nagawa nating mga tao, produkto ng ating kaisipan, produkto ng konsepto natin. So, bilang isang tao ay pwedeng makasama bilang isang kultura. At lahat yon ay nakapaloob sa sining at sa arts na. Next term will be ethnic. Ayan. So, sa ethnic is refers to the group of people which have similar characteristics or similar features. So, part pa rin siya ng culture class kasi hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng culture kung wala kang particular na group of people to interact with, di ba? So, yon, ethnic. Then, next term is diverse. So, obviously, lahat ng kultura sa mundo ay iba-iba. So, dahil iba-iba ito, nagkakaroon ngayon ng mas malawak pang variation ng kultura. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, hindi lang iisa yung kultura, di ba? So, maraming kultura because of the diversity of the people itself. Always remember na tayo, di ba, mga tao mismo, ay iba-iba din. So, ibig sabihin, since ang kultura natin ay iba-iba, iba-iba din yung personality ng bawat tao. Okay, next term will be community. Ayan. Why community class? Community is a group of people or society. So, sa ring pa, you cannot have culture without society. So, mamaya malalaman nyo kung bakit, di ba? Bakit kailangan ng community or ng society para masabi na nagkaroon tayo ng kultura. Okay, so next term is human. So obviously alam na natin lahat 'yon, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina na kung walang tao, walang kultura kasi yung tao mismo ang gumagawa ng kultura. Okay, so next. Next concept map will be regarded with society. Ayan. Society is a similar previous concept map. I highlighted again the term which is relevant to society. So, isa-isahin natin. So, first term related to society is group. Ayan, nandyan si group. So, pag sinabing group, definitely that society should be composed of a group of people. So, again, hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-create ng society na ikaw lang, di ba? Society class should be composed of a group of people. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan marami tayo, di ba? Para pag marami na tayo, doon na tayo pwedeng mag-create ng society. The next term, people. So, ayan. Obviously, from the term itself, yung kanina, di ba, yung group, kapag nagsama-sama tayo, magki-create tayo ng isang madla, di ba? At itong madla na ito ay magki-create na rin eventually ng society. Next term is teamwork. Ayan. Teamwork is also related to cooperation, the unity, or to a similar ideology, similar interest, di ba? Or similar common goods. So, itong mga factors or mga factor na to ay puwedeng mag-contribute para sa pagke-create ng society. Yun yung tinatawag nating teamwork. And the next term is culture, 'di ba? So as you remember class that culture and society are connected to each other. Bakit sila connected to each other, 'di ba? Remember that people or human are the one that creates culture. And because of this, nagkakaroon ngayon ng common or shared interest because of a culture. At kapag nagkaroon na sila ng shared interest or commonalities or interrelationship or interconnection sa isa't isa, magkakaroon tayo ng makabuluhang society. So, hope you understand, class. Ginawa ko na lang siyang concept map para mas maunawaan nyo ng mabuti kung ano si culture at kung ano si society. Okay? So, for this part, let's process this. So, I will be presenting different questions. So, nandyan. And this question will act as your guide for our discussion. So, yung mga question din na ito, lalabas din ito sa inyong summative test. So, I hope alamin nyo to. Diba? Para mas madali na lang sa inyo. So, first question, what is the meaning of culture? Also, what is the meaning of society? And another question, how our little ways can be categorized as culture? So, ito bang mga ginagawa natin, yung mga produkto na nabuo natin, pwede na ba nating masabi agad na ito ay kultura? So, ano ba yung basihan natin para masabi natin na ito ay isang kultura? 'Di ba? So, that is for number 3 question. Number 4, why is why it is important to have culture and society. So ano nga ba? Ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit merong kultura at merong society? So for this lesson class, lahat yan ay masasagot natin. Okay, to begin with our discussion, let's focus on this phrase. Filipino culture is colorful. Ayan. So naniniwala naman talaga tayo na yung kultura ng mga Pilipino ay makulay, di ba? Bakit nga ba makulay yung ating kultura? Dahil kung mapapansin nyo, class, yung kultura nating mga Pilipino ay parang isang kare-kare lang yan, di ba? Or pinakbet. At ang daming ingredients na nandun. At ang dami mong malalasahan from it, di ba? So from that taste, doon nagkakaroon ng iba't ibang meaning, di ba? Nagkakaroon ng iba't ibang context from that culture. So hopefully, throughout this discussion, mas marirealize natin that Filipino culture is really colorful. So I will be presenting different pictures and try to interpret the following pictures. So let's begin for our presentation. Ayan. So, the first picture will be this one. Ayan. So, kung makikita nyo, di ba? So, this picture, makikita natin yung pagiging masaya nating mga Pilipino. Ito yung pinakamagandang part ng pagiging isang Pilipino, 'di ba? And that is the celebration of Christmas, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila, yung Pilipinas ang may pinakamahabang panahon sa pagsi-celebrate ng Christmas. Because of this particular scenario, ipinapakita nila dito na napakahalaga sa ating mga Pilipino ang konsepto ng pamilya. To the point na tayo mismo ay ayaw nang umalis doon sa nakagisnan nating pamilya. Compare with other culture itself, 'di ba? And then the next term, hospitality, 'di ba? Ayan. So kilala tayong mga Pilipino sa pagiging approachable natin. And that is one of our world class characteristics kumbaga, yung pagiging hospitable natin. And then the third one is the happy point of view in life. Ayan. So, hindi ka Pilipino kung hindi ka masaya, di ba? So, yan yung mga Pilipino. Kahit nga, di ba, may disaster, nagagawa pa nilang magpatawa. Kasi nga, ganun tayo. Hindi ka agad nagpapanik. Sereng pa, yan ang panahon or hinaang pagpanik. Kay magbablog anay. Ayan. So, the next term is resilient. So also another good characteristics of a Filipino culture yan. Because we Filipino culture are are easy to adapt with. Kaya gustong-gusto tayo ng mga foreign employers dahil ang bilis nating mag-adjust ng mga Pilipino. And for the particular aspects, it talks about the way of life of people or of Filipino people, 'di ba? So, pinag-uusapan dito kung gaano kasaya. Ano nga ba ang buhay ng mga Pilipino normally, 'di ba? Ayan, way of life.
So next picture, as you can see, it represents the different dialects of Philippines. Since ang Philippine ay archipelago, nagkikreate ito ng mas diverse pang kultura at diverse na society. Since we are separated geographically, nagkakaroon din tayo ng separation ng iba't ibang society at nagkikreate ito ng panibago pang kultura. At ito ay makikita natin sa ating lingwahe, 'di ba? Or sa ating dialekto na sinasalita natin. Pumunta ka sa norte, 'di ba? Iba yung salita. Pumunta ka sa sentral, iba yung salita. Pumunta ka naman sa timog, iba din yung salita. Okay? So from this dialects class, it will have a universal language, and that is Filipino language. 'Di ba? So this language, it helps us to express and convey message on its easiest form. So, this is also a reason, di ba, kung bakit colorful yung kulturang Pilipino. Kasi pumunta ka sa ibang bansa, nag-iiba lang yung kanilang tono, di ba? Yung kanilang accent. Pero sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, gaya ng sinabi ko, pag pumunta ka sa norte, iba din yung lingwahe nila doon. Pumunta ka sa Visayas, iba din yung lingwahe nila. At sa Mindanao, iba din yung lingwahe nila doon. And that is one of the factors that gives color to the Filipino culture.
Okay, let's try to interpret this next picture. Ayan. So, from this picture, as you can see, there is Wangod, di ba? So, and also the batuk or the ancient tattoo of the Filipino people. A painting by Amor Solo and the weaving culture of the Filipino people. So, all of this is unique to the Philippines and it adds up to the color of Filipino culture. Remember that this is part of the Philippine arts, di ba? And it helps us to express our emotions and personality. That eventually, ito ay nagbibigay din ng identity sa ating mga Pilipino. So, kumbaga, walang wangod sa ibang bansa, di ba? So, wala ding wangod sa ibang lugar dito sa Pilipinas. Pag sinabing norte, agad mong maiisip, wangod yan, di ba? And of course, by means of paintings, our solo yan, di ba? So, one of the famous artists by means of visual arts. The weaving culture of our country, which is world-class perspective also. Then next, ayan. So, the next picture is about our religion, 'di ba? In Southeast Asia, tayo lang yung may pinakamalaking number ng Catholicism, 'di ba? And syempre, yung mga kapitbahay ng bansa or the Islamic religion, which is also part of the Filipino culture. Because this religion publish our belief system, di ba? And this belief system has also an impact to the culture of Filipino people. And it adds up spice to the culture itself. Ayan. Okay, the next picture. So, one of the famous things in the Philippines is our food, 'di ba? So, lahat na lang siguro ng masasarap na pagkain nandito na sa Pilipinas. And then, this is also representing the culture of the Filipino people. So, kumbaga, pag natikman mo yung adobo, alam mo na kaagad na, ay, Pilipinas yan, di ba? Kapag nakatikim ka naman ng sinigang, ay, Pilipinas din yan. So, this particular aspect gives identity to the Filipino people. Kung gaano karami din yung isla natin sa Pilipinas, bawat isla na yon ay may iba't ibang dishes. May iba't ibang specialty kung baga. Kaya mas nagiging maganda yung kultura ng mga Pilipino by means of foods. Ayan. So, next. Ayan. So, of course, our gestures, our behavior, and our habits. So, yung una, yung pagmamano natin, 'di ba? So, which is very Filipino and unique to our culture itself. So, ayan. Yung pagmuso natin gamit yung lips natin in giving directions. And then, the manana habit, 'di ba? Mahilig tayo diyan ng mga Pilipino sa procrastination. So, imbis na gawin na ngayon, sasabihin mamaya na lang, 'di ba? So, 'yan. The next is sleepers. Ayan. So, every time, lagi, no? Lahat, kahit saan. Kahit saang parte ng bahay, may sleepers. And then, the bahala na attitude. And of course, ang makasaysayang tabo na kung saan nagbibigay sa atin ng identity na kapag nakapasok ka sa isang bahay ng isang Pilipino, kapag nakakita na ka ng tabo or ng isang bahay na merong tabo, alam mo na kaagad na merong Pilipino doon sa bahay na yon. Ayan. Next picture is about our tools. So, especially to the pre-Hispanic era, no? As you can see here, the tools used by different ethnic tribes in the Philippines. So, the sword that used by different ethnic tribes during pre-Hispanic era. And we also have the picture here from the Nation Museum giving you an interpretation regarding what kind of tools are giving use during the pre-Hispanic era. And of course, yung pinakasikat sa panahon natin ngayon, yung balisong, 'di ba? Na tinatawag by which is the product of Batangas class. So as you can see, tools are also part of culture for Filipino culture because in creating tools, it represent the identity or the way that the human create it, no? Yung skills na ina-apply diyan, yung yung craftsmanship na nilagay natin diyan ay nagiging identity din natin that eventually nasi-share natin sa ibang tao at ito ay nagiging parte ng kultura. Next is our fashion. Ayan. So very unique din 'to. And we have Barot Saya and of course the costume of the northern tribe or the northern ethnic tribe of the country. And also have the Lumads and Maranao clothings fashion style. Ayan. So kung kung titingnan niyo class, 'di ba? Napaka-diverse ng kultura nating mga Pilipino that eventually gives color to the Filipino culture. Ayan. So next picture is architecture. So, of course, this architecture give color also to the Filipino culture. So, from the ancient bahay kubo na naging bahay na bato, di ba? So, as you can see, in bahay na bato, there is fusion between two culture. So, the pre-Hispanic culture and the Spanish colonial time here in the Philippines. So, pinag-merge, kumbaga. Pinag-merge nila yung kultura. Kaya, ganyan yung result. Bahay na bato which is very unique from the rest of the world. Dito ka lang class sa Pilipinas makakakita ng bahay na bato. So, bakit nga ba tinawag itong bahay na bato? So, as you can observe or as you observe, yung first floor gawa siya sa stone, 'di ba? And then sa second floor gawa siya sa wood. Ayan. So from the origin of the bahay kubo class. So nagkaroon ng panibagong identity. So all of this class is part of the Filipino culture. So ayan, what is culture? So, I hope di na kayo nalilito dito, no? Kasi paulit-ulit ko na lang sinasabi kung ano yung kultura, 'di ba? So, when we say culture class, culture is about the feature of our achievements as a human or society. So, it means that this is the part of a human knowledge. So, this is the applications of our skills. This is the product of our relationship with other part of the society na. So, lahat niyan ay parte ng kultura. And this can also be defined intricate system, di ba? That can be manifested of our beliefs, practices, values, attitudes, laws or norms, artifacts, symbols, and knowledge. Ayan. So, ang lahat ng yan ay pwedeng masabi na part ng kultura. So, napakalawak ng kultura, no? So, what are the different aspects of culture? So, pag sinabi nating aspect, it refers also to the characteristics class. So, ano nga ba yung mga bagay na masasabi natin na ito ay kultura, di ba? So, let's begin. So, the first part is dynamic, flexible, and adaptive. So, para masabi daw natin na ito ay kultura or characteristics ng culture, dapat yung produkto na yon ng tao ay dynamic, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ng innovation yung bawat tao kapag nagta-transfer na yung isa pang tao na. Higit sa lahat, ito ay hindi consistent at all. Kasi any moment, pwede siyang magbago or pwedeng magkaroon ng panibagong version. Example, in our language, di ba? So, language is dynamic, di ba? Walang consistent na language on the first place kasi nag-i-evolve yung language natin. So, kumbagahan una, diri kita nagamitin mga Digimon, pero yan na nagamit na kita mga Digimon language na. So, hanggang sa nagkaroon din class ng mga Biki language. So, nagkakaunawaan yung mga Beki sa lingwahe nila, di ba? Doon natin nakikita na ito ay dynamic dahil nagbabago ito. And at the same time, flexible din siya kasi nag-a-adjust siya doon sa kultura or sa lugar na kung saan nandoon yung particular na grupo ng mga tao. And of course, it is adaptive also. Kung flexible, obviously, dapat adaptive din siya. Dahil hindi natin masasabi na flexible yung isang bagay kung hindi naging adaptive at all. And then next aspect is shared and contested. Then next, learn through socialization and enculturation. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay natutuhan natin sa gamit ng ating lingwahe. Sa gamit kung paano tayo nakipag-communicate. And then next aspect, obviously, dapat ito daw ay natatransmit, di ba? So, hindi pwede na sa'yo lang. Kasi kung sa'yo lang, hindi pwede yung masabing kultura. Dapat itong bagay na ito ay na-share natin or naipapasa natin sa ibang tao. And that manner, nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na culture. And then next aspect is pattern social interactions. So, ibig sabihin, may sinusunod tayong trends, di ba? So, nagkakaroon ng mga panibagong trends because of this particular human achievements. And then next is requires language. Ayan. So, yun nga, yung sinabi ko kanina, 'di ba? Na hindi pwede na ito ay naging kultura. Hindi pwede masabi na kultura kung hindi naman ginagamitan ng lingwahe, 'di ba? Dapat nagkaroon ng lingwahe in transferring culture itself. So, from all of this, pwede na natin ngayon makarakterize na ito ay kultura, no? So, alam na natin ngayon kung ano yung ibig sabihin o mas malalim na ibig sabihin ng culture. Okay, next. So, what are the different elements of culture? So, first element is knowledge, di ba? Pag sinabing knowledge is also a form of culture. So, these are the things that part of our gathered information, our perception itself, na. Then, the next element is beliefs or what is the accepted reality on that particular society that eventually na itatransfer at na share natin. So, very good example is our superstitious belief, na. So, yung mga pamahiin nating mga Pilipino, napakarami yan. And that can be also classified as part of culture. Next one is social norms. Ayan. So, these are established expectations of society. So, in layman's term, ito yung tinatawag nating standard. Diba? Kumbaga, ito yung idinidikta ng lipunan. And that is social norms. next, ayan. So, maraming example ang social norms class. Una, itong tinatawag nating folkways or these are the repetitive pattern behaviors. So, ito yung mga bagay na matagal nang nasasalin or paulit-ulit pa rin nating naisasalin, di ba? So, very good example are ano, kwentong bayan, 'di ba? Yung mga stories na nasalin na throughout generation and generation at nagki-create ng maraming patterns. And the next one is mores or mores, na. So these are the set of ethical and moral standards. And we can also classify this as an example of culture. And the next form of social norms is values, ayan. So, which help us to develop our personality or our attitude or our behavior that can be also classified as culture. And the next one is technology, diba? So, technology is a practical applications of our knowledge, which eventually will create product, will create achievements, and those tangible materials will now be part of culture. So from this particular ito, so from this particular way of life, language, arts, religions and foods together with with knowledge, social norms, mores, values, technology, magkakaroon tayo class ng culture. So lahat 'yan class ay part ng culture. Okay? So, let's proceed now to society. So, ano nga ba yung society? So, kung kanina, sa culture, sinabi ko na this inconsistent that can be manifested by our beliefs, our tradition, and etc. How about society? Na? What is the meaning of society? Society class is a complex network of people that interconnected. Kung matatandaan nyo kanina, doon sa concept map natin, 'di ba? 'Di ba sabi ko, that society should be a group of people which shares common interest or commonalities on that manner, kumbaga, on that manner, magkakaroon sila ng interrelationship or relationship that will lead to interconnection from the interconnection na yan, kumbaga magsasama-sama sila at magkakaroon or magpo-form na tinatawag nating society, di ba? And then next one is organized group. So organized group from people that shares a common interest or goals. Ayan. So kung mapapansin nyo, may highlight ako dyan, di ba? Yung shares a common interest because this will lead to a creations of our culture. And that is the relationship between society and culture. So, hindi natin pwedeng, pag-isahin or paghiwalayin si society at saka si culture. So, hanggat merong society, may kultura, di ba? At hanggang merong kultura, meron ding society. So, they are interconnected to each other or interrelated to each other class. So, to the fact na that this culture will give identity to the society and society will help culture to flourish it. So, 'di ba sabi nga natin na ang kultura ay dynamic. So, para magkaroon ng mas maraming variation na mas mayabong at mas magandang kultura, kailangan merong society. Dahil kapag merong society, may mga may magpapatuloy ng kultura na nakagisnan natin. So, yun. So, ayan. So, remember that society is composed of family. Ayan. And that family is what we call now as the basic unit of society. So, bakit nga ba tinawag na basic unit of society si family? So, if you remembered class that the first thing na nalalaman natin kung anong nagbigay sa atin ng identity at kung ano tayo ngayon, lahat yon ay nanggaling sa family natin. So, therefore, there are the first group that expose us na the different aspects in life or aspect in society. So, kaya tinawag na yung family is the basic unit of society. Okay, next. So, what is the meaning of social change? So, ito, panibagong topic naman to. So, class, pag sinabi nating social change, it is a variation or modification in the social patterns. So, sa madaling salita, nagkakaroon daw ng pagbabago doon sa society na kinabibilangan natin. So, itong pagbabago na ito ay pwedeng dahil sa politics, ayan, sa health, economy, geography, calamities, and climate. So, yung number one is yung politics. So, pag sinabing politics, dito nagkakaroon ng pagbabago sa leadership, di ba? Nagkakaroon ng pagbabago sa governance, kaya nagkakaroon din ng pagbabago sa lipunan. And the next one, number two is health. Ayan. So, katulad ng nangyari sa atin nung pandemic, di ba? Suddenly, nagkaroon ng social change. And then, nagkaroon ng modification sa social patterns na nakagisnan natin. And then, the third one is economy. Diba? Obviously, economy is one suffice the resources of the society. So, without economy, hindi ka magpupursue or hindi ka mag-i-evolve yung society mo dahil wala nang resources na magbibigay sa'yo. So, in that manner, pag nagkaroon ng changes on that, magkakaroon din ng pagbabago doon sa lipunan. And then the fourth one is geographic or location. So, katulad ng bansa natin, di ba? Because Philippines Philippines are archipelagic. So, bawat isla ngayon ay nagkakaroon ng social change or social changes. So, nagkakaroon din ng variation. At yung nakakatuwa doon, kung ano yung nangyayari doon sa isla na yon, sila-sila lang din class yung nagkakaroon ng change on that. And the other island is hindi sila affected, kaya nagkakaroon pa ng variation. And then nagkakaroon ng mas maraming or mas madaming kultura dahil nagkakaroon ng mas diverse na perspective doon sa kultura natin. And the next one, because of calamities din. And because of climate also. Ayan. So all of this can contribute to social change. So yun lang naman. And then next, so, ano ba class ang importansya nitong social change? So, remember class na kapag merong social change, merong cultural change. Okay? So, ano naman itong si cultural change? Cultural change class is alterations to the elements of culture. So, kung nagbago ang lipunan, definitely magkakaroon din ng pagbabago sa kultura. At kung nagbago ang kultura, may pagbabago din sa lipunan. Example from this particular habit, 'di ba? Yung pagmamano natin. But because of COVID-19, biglang nawala, 'di ba? Kumbaga, nagkaroon ng social distancing. Di rin nauso ang pagmamano kay social distancing anay, 'di ba? So, nagkakaroon ng social change and at the same time, nagkakaroon ng cultural change din. So, makikita natin na interrelated talaga si society at saka si culture. Diba? Hindi sila pwedeng maghiwalay. So, ayan. Okay, to sum up our discussion, I will give you some quotes. So, first quote that I have found in the internet, sabi dito, a nature culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. So, di ba sabi nga natin umpisa pa lang na kung walang tao, walang kultura. Dahil ang tao ang siyang gumagawa ng kultura. So, dahil ang kultura class, yan yung identity ng isang tao. Di ba? At ito din yung nagbibigay sa kanya ng personalidad at doon nagkakaroon ng malalim na kahulugan kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng kultura. At ano yung connection nito sa ating lipunan. And the next one, ayan. So, sabi dito, the beauty of the world lies in the diversity of its people. So, habang dumadami yung kultura daw, mas lalong itong gumaganda. Remember that we are unique to each other. And from this uniqueness, nagkikreate ito ng panibagong kultura na nagbibigay yaman doon sa bansa sa lipunan, di ba? Na kung saan siya ay kasama or kabilang. Kung walang diversity ng tao, pangit naman, di ba? Kasi isang kultura lang yung sinusundan natin. Isang kultura lang din yung nagpapayaman sa lipunan natin. Pero kung mas marami tayong kultura, 'di ba? Mas maraming diverse na tao din. Mas nagiging colorful yung kultura na meron tayo, tulad ng Filipino culture. So, because of our diversity then, and then because of our geographic location, nagkakaroon ng diversity of culture. At itong diverse na culture na to, ang nagbibigay ngayon ng identity sa Pilipinas. At ito yung tinatawag nating Filipino culture. So, we should remember class na walang magmamahal sa kultura ng Pilipinas, kundi tayo lang din na mga Pilipino. Kaya dapat matuto tayong i-appreciate yung kultura nating mga Pilipino. So, tatandaan din natin class na ang Filipino culture is one of the richest and colorful culture in the world. That's why it deserves to be appreciated and to be loved. Diba? So, ayan. That's all for our discussion class. So, I hope may natutunan kayo dahil sa pagkikita-kita natin, kayo ay magkakaroon ng summative test. So, please prepare yourselves accordingly. Thank you.